Welcome to Faith, Fiction, and Folklore, the Triad podcast, where we try not to mess things up. And today I've got Cody and Gary with me. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
So great.
Heck yeah. And today we're going to talk about the Ars Goetia,
Oh
or
yeah.
however you say it, and the 72 demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon.
Oh man, this is a big subject. Do you know that, Trevor?
Yeah, and
Okay.
so since we talked about Amon on one of our previous videos, I figured that's where we could start.
All right. Well, we'll start with
All right.
demon number 7
At
Ammon.
420.
at 420. Amon. This demon's a pothead.
Amun, the seventh spirit, is a marquis who governs over 40 infernal legions. He can change
Wait,
into
pause
the
it.
shape of a man, but he appears like a wolf with a serpent.
Huh?
How
Do you have
many?
a side by side?
How many are in a legion?
Isn't it 1,000 or 100? I don't remember which.
It's like going off the Roman numbers. It's 5,500 is in one legion.
Oh, I wasn't even close.
Oh.
Okay.
So 5,500 times 40.
Do you have a side by side of that Ammon guy?
No,
it's-
I didn't think to do that. That's a good idea. Gary.
Man.
All right. You want me to do a side by side
No.
with Ammon Hillman?
No,
Okay.
we don't have to do that
All right.
now.
All right. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Anyways, just a food for thought.
Serpent's tail, vomiting flames of fire. His name comes from the god Amun, a major
Can I just say the term flames of fire is stupid and redundant?
It was.
I just
Flames
wanna
of
point that
fire.
out.
Flames of fire.
It's like
Wait,
water
pause
of wetness. So,
Water of wetness.
Oh, we are paused. Apparently, Jess said goodnight. I have to put my little angel to bed. You
Bye,
guys
Jess.
enjoy your demon talk. See you,
Good-
Jess.
All right. Good night, Jess. Thank you.
Good time to leave.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thanks-
for joining
thanks for
us.
being here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love my wife. All right. Here we go.
Egyptian deity. Duke Barbatos, the eighth
let's go.
spirit, grants the ability to understand
looks
the
like
singing of birds,
Ganon.
the barking of dogs,
Yeah.
Can I get some background? Where are these names coming from?
The Ars Goetia. Asia.
Yeah.
However
Oh.
you say it.
And what
It's
is
a-
that?
It's
It's good.
a
Yeah, go ahead,
apocryphal
Cody.
book, right? The
Yeah.
Keys of Solomon. It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
or the whatever it's called. It's an apocryphal book.
Okay.
It's like not
in-
canonized.
Do we have
Yeah, I
a
don't
year
remember.
for it? Like when it came out? Do we?
It's older than everything else.
older than
It's like
everything
3,000
else.
years old.
Yeah, I believe it was a book written along with around the book of Enoch, around that same time.
Well,
Oh,
Book
it can't
of
be that
Enoch-
old. Solomon wasn't around for another 1,000 years. I think it's like 3,000 years old.
I'm gonna look
Oh,
this
okay.
up. A Book of Enoch was Maccabees era.
Ars Goetia. Let me look it up.
I'm gonna pull. Yeah, Ars. I don't know how to spell that. Ars Goetia. When was it written? All right. So, Ars Goetia, the first the first book of the Lesser Key of Solomon, also known as Lamageddon, was compiled in the mid-17th century, drawing from material several centuries older. Okay, so compilation time was compiled mid-17th. Source material, the text was compiled from materials that were several centuries older. Well, you just said that. Anonymous author, so we don't know who wrote it. It's about demonology. It describes 72 demons and their seals. So it just sounds like this thing crept up from, what's it, the 1600s? So this would have been a medieval book.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's claiming to be from other things older, but we don't know what those things were.
Yeah.
So,
That is what it says. I was wrong.
yeah.
I was right wrong.
My money's on some kind of, like,
Bullshit.
Yeah, basically some sort of medieval
it's
cult thing.
pretty hefty bullshit. I've looked into this stuff quite a bit.
Okay, well,
Oh, yeah.
let's see. Let's see how hefty we get. We've got a demon duke. What is he the duke of? I don't know. Let's find out.
I've seen this video. It's kind of vague on everything, but
Oh, is it?
it is interesting because you see like, I don't know. I pick up little things like that bird looking like the guy. Like they got the
Yeah.
same eyes.
I'm on Homan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see stuff that I can put into reality, like I do with the Bible.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and I saw this video and I was like, hey, we talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see
That
if the
whole
guys
almond
want to talk
thing,
about it.
it's got me a little skeptical of ending my prayers like that. You know what I mean?
Ending
Amen.
your prayers like what?
With the name of a demon.
Amen.
Amen's different than Amon.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? They're different syllables.
One's,
Yeah. Not
one's
in
an
Latin.
E,
They're
one's
all
an O.
interchangeable.
Huh?
You get into the Latin, they kind of interchange their vowels there.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of skeptical about the Almighty going, hey, you said the name of a demon at the end of the prayer. It doesn't count, goofball.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I was just like, it's it's a weird thought. Just saying.
Yeah. It's like a Rorschach painting. It's like looking at an ink block. What do you see? A demon. It's all demons. Everything. They're all demons.
Every rock.
It's like me
Every
saying
rock
it's
is a
CIA.
demon.
It's all CIA.
It's all the CIA.
Of waters. He can reveal hidden treasures that have been hidden by the enchantment of magicians. Like Amun, he too helps friends and those who hold power to reconcile. Before he was cast out.
Wait.
This dude looks like Ganon from Zelda, bro. I mean, straight up.
I know. It's probably because AI did a knockoff of Ganon. But
It could have.
so these demons help people reconcile?
You need to watch this whole video.
I'm really
I'm kinda-
lost. Like, what are demons like different than the demons in the Bible according to this? Like, what's the deal? Because it
I
sounds
took
like they're
away
just
from it-
talking about demigods.
I took away from it like each demon being a specific energy or behavior pattern that creates an energy.
So okay,
Like if you
like the personification of a concept.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I couldn't have said that better.
That's all right. No, all right. I think I got you.
Of heaven, Barbatos belonged to the angelic order of virtues. Paimon, the ninth spirit, holds a king's title. He's described as a handsome man riding a camel, preceded by
That would not have been my description.
It doesn't look like a camel at all.
It looks like a Smurf. Like if the Smurfs had a religion, I would have pictured that.
Yeah.
men playing loud music and clashing cymbals. Sometimes here his camel wears a crown. He can teach all arts, philosophies, and sciences, and other secret things. He knows all affairs of the world, making him one of the most intelligent and knowledgeable of the demons. Taman can rekindle friendships. He is quite obedient to Lucifer.
Hey, look, an ad!
We're adding to the ads.
Is it beer?
President
Dude.
Buer, the 10th spirit, governs over 50 legions of
Buer.
demons. He is a cultured demon.
Viewer. Here.
Right? Oh, no.
With an elevated sense of knowledge in philosophical subjects. He teaches natural and moral philosophy, logic, and herbal medicine.
Okay, hang on. Demons teaching moral philosophy. So these are not demons the
Well-
way that... This is not demonology. Like, this is...
Remember what demons are. They were angels, right? And they were cast out of heaven. So the energies that they possess aren't necessarily malevolent unless they were cast from heaven. You know, like
But they were
the
fired.
energy that they were given.
But they were fired.
Just because they corrupted the energy that they were given doesn't mean the energy that they were given is bad.
Out of rebellion, now they're teaching God's people.
And to give someone a moral
Knowledge.
compass is demonic because God is the only moral compass.
Wait. So you can't teach morality, otherwise you're a demon?
No, because I don't think you know what morality is. Only God does.
And if you have full faith in God to heal you, you don't need to learn how to heal.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't understand what anybody is saying right now. Okay. Let me think.
You have no morality, Gary. Are you good?
No. I'm not.
Okay, only the
good.
Father is good.
Right, but he still told us what right and wrong is through the Bible. So why would you say that you're not supposed to know what right and wrong is?
Because in the original story, before Adam ate the fruit, he had all his faith in God, and God had already given him all the knowledge. So when he ate the fruit, he turned from God and
He took morality into his own hands.
took it in.
Yes, and he got it wrong. Hence the reason we needed to be
Right.
taught.
And so we
Nope.
needed to
Through
be
the
taught by
Bible.
angels.
Why? Well,
That's
You don't
how
need to
that-
be taught. You already have it.
Yeah.
well, no, he
But the
didn't already have it. I mean, he wouldn't have necessarily needed it in the garden because God was there to talk to him directly about that stuff. So they had an interaction. Then they fell, and so we had
Because
to be
he took
taught
morality into his own hands.
He didn't take morality. He listened to the devil. That's not taking morality into your own hands.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. Like you,
It's literally
unless
the-
you're defining
Hey,
taking
what's this
morality in your
demon
own
we're
hands,
talking
it's just
about?
a generic
This demon we're
choice.
talking about was here to teach morality or whatever. That's his charge, right?
But yes, but it wouldn't be morality. It would
Okay,
be
what
like
did
the
Adam
teachings
do?
of a demon.
Adam listened to the devil.
Yes, because the devil lied about what God said.
So would this demon that we're
So
specifically
it's not
talking about.
morality then, because it's not correct.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Only God knows the correct morality.
Yes, but that doesn't mean correct morality is unknowable because God gave us the Bible.
God gives you your decisions in the moment. You stay out of your head.
I don't agree with that. I think you have
Okay,
external
well,
sources of knowledge. I think
I guess
you have
you're
the
perfect
scripture.
then. Are you perfect?
No, but just because
Okay.
I don't understand the Bible, that just testifies to my incompetence, not that the Bible is wrong.
Just quit trying to understand the Bible. God will give you the knowledge you need in the moment.
You
if you stay
can't
out of
get
your
the
head.
knowledge you need in the moment if you don't try to understand the Bible. Like, you have to make an effort.
Read it, but not to remember.
Read it, but not... What?
Now that's
Why?
confusing.
Yeah.
But why would you read it if you're not going to try
Because-
to remember it?
It's all about staying in the moment, dude. That's what Jesus said.
Dude, I'm going to be really blunt. This sounds like cookie cutter Eastern philosophy. The cookie is neither here nor it is there. The cookie is in your mind,
Right.
and there is no spoon. Believe in the
There is
wetness
no
of water
spoon.
and the flaminess of fire.
The flaminess of fire, yes. I'm just no. This when you hear demons are thoughts, in my opinion, when you hear a thought trying to give you your morality instead of living in the moment and taking your situations as they come, you are
What
listening
makes
to a
you
demon.
think living in the moment is morality?
Because that's what Jesus said.
No, he didn't.
Over and
I
over.
promise you, he never said that at any point in the gospel.
What did he say?
Well, no, it's not. I'm not the one
He
that
said-
has to have
did
the
he
burden
say-
of
did
proof.
he say,
You need to give
"Read
me
the
a
Bible"?
scripture.
Did Jesus say, "Read the Bible
Yes,
every day"?
he
And
said, "Have you not read the scriptures?" Implying the Pharisees were idiots for not reading the scriptures.
because they were trying to catch him on his knowledge of the Bible.
No, he was saying that they were using their own traditions instead of the scriptures. Which basically assumes the fact that you need to read the scriptures in order to distinguish them from human traditions.
All right, you win, I lose.
Well, thank you. That was very big of you, sir. Trevor, do you want to read the comments?
Oh wow, hey Jen. LMFAO Amun-Ra. Umunra.
A moon rock. A moon rock? A moon rock.
We're
What
mooning
the-
the Ra.
Gosh.
Amen. Yeah, yes. Demigod. Which demigod? Commercial, LOL, and it was taught to us. We
Jen, are you
was
drunk?
taught
Jen's
how to
drunk.
make weapons, makeup, all the things we're not supposed to know. Oh, I'm smiling now. Why didn't God know? Know what?
Why not you?
Why not you know what he knows?
Jen's drunk.
Eve ate the fruit. Eve. No. Women ate the fruit, and then then Adam named woman Eve.
Yeah. Moral of the story is don't listen to women. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that's the
Sort of.
takeaway.
Listen to God.
And then women.
Who you can't understand. So
No, God is understanding. Shower thoughts, bro. Shower thoughts.
shower thoughts. Oh, okay. When I'm in the shower, I just hear they'll say autopsy at my autopsy, and that's just on a loop in my head. So, is there divine truth in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, those shower thoughts become flood thoughts.
Flood thoughts.
I hate these puns. I hate them.
That was not a pun. I can give you a pun. You ready?
Don't. I don't want one. No.
Do you need a boat? Do you need a boat?
No, I don't.
I know a guy.
I hate you so much.
Oh, I know a guy.
He's an architect.
And
Architect. Oh my gosh, it keeps getting worse. Architect.
I hate this. I hate this. We're moving on.
Did that go too far?
What a mess.
What a mess.
Demonology to dad
Jen
jokes.
says she is not drunk. She is trying to
Okay.
listen to this cluster F of a conversation.
Yeah.
So-
I'm sorry, Jen. I was being rash.
And yes, Eve ate the fruits, then Adam. Yes. Which God told them not to do. So, okay. Let's learn more about these demons that are teaching morality. Good night.
He is known to heal diseases. He has a strange appearance, described as having a lion's head and 5 goats' legs around his body that allow him to walk in every direction.
What a perfectly useless skill.
Duke Gushin, the 11th demon, can provide answers about past, present, and future events. He is depicted as a baboon, or according to some, in the form of a cynocephalus, that is, dog-headed. He reconciles friendships and grants honor and dignity. He can answer any question asked by the magician. He rules over 40 legions of demons. The 12th spirit is Citri. He is depicted as a leopard with the wings of a griffin, but at the request of the conjurer can take the form of a...
Did he teach us lemonade? Citri, lemonade? You guys are doing bad puns,
Oh.
so I thought I'd join in.
It was good.
Yeah,
It was above my
no, it
pay
wasn't.
grade.
Don't lie
Sorry.
to me. Don't lie to me.
That one was a little sour,
horrible.
sorry.
It was a little sour.
How did you get good at those? Dad gum.
Oh,
I
man.
bought a book. I'll have to bring it
That's
next time.
Jin says, tossed out of Eden, then those gods taught us how to make weapons and other things we not need to learn about. Yes, we on point. So I think that's Enoch, isn't it? The angels came down, and after they slept with the women, they started teaching us stuff like how to make weapons and such, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why I thought it might have come off of, like, you know, along with the Book of Enoch.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, I'm tracking.
But I was wrong, apparently.
Well, I mean, this is the most unintimidating demon ever. You've got
He's cute, isn't he?
what's
He's
that?
like,
Guppy
meow.
fins for a goldfish, and it's like half like a cat. And then you've got
Yeah.
are those? I guess those are scales.
I'm pretty sure these are all AI images.
Well,
And
this,
AI
probably.
is Satan, so they could be shockingly accurate.
this
you
is
know?
a very disappointing demon if AI is a demon, because this just looks goofy.
A
Like,
kitty cat man with wings? He looks like he's out of Narnia.
yeah, it's like,
The Griffin.
yeah, like a knockoff
very
of something like
beautiful
that.
or handsome man. He can cause lust and erotic love, making men to love women and vice versa. Holding a
See,
prince's
that's what I figured a demon would do, but okay.
rank, he is associated with igniting passions. He is a powerful prince of hell with 60 legions under his command. King Beleth, the 13th demon, is a powerful leader in the underworld, with 85 legions of demons under his command. He's often portrayed as a cat and is known for making people fall in love. He rides a war horse, and a variety of music plays before he appears.
So
Amun
cats are
can
evil.
predict the future and reckon.
I didn't need this
Kinda the
book to tell me that.
The gist of the
Yeah.
video here.
And apparently demons are Smurfs because most of these guys have been blue. And that's
Yeah.
kind of been my take.
Well,
Or they're
there's-
ice giants.
They're so
Like Loki.
blue from being kicked out of heaven.
There you go.
Because they're out of breath.
They're out of breath.
Yeah.
reconcile controversies.
I'm spreading all
He
that
helps
morality.
friends and enemies to reconcile and brings about love. He can also enable the magician to summon and interrogate the spirits of those who drowned at sea. Beleth tries to frighten the magician, who has summoned him by first appearing fierce. This is to see if the magician is courageous. To command Beleth, the conjurer has to be brave and not show fear.
Because demons feed off fear.
Yeah.
We know that,
Marquis
don't we,
is
Gary?
the 14th demon and has 30 legions of demons under his power. He is depicted as a gallant and
Hey, he's
handsome
blue.
archer dressed in green, carrying a bow and
Why
quiver.
so?
He's known for causing wars and conflicts. He also putrefies all arrow wounds. Eligor, the 15th demon of the underworld, is a great duke of hell. He appears like a knight in armor, riding a strong horse. Ruling 60 legions of demons, Eligor finds hidden secrets and solutions to problems.
This is the one thing so many creators miss with their content. Sound. Audio is half of video, and it adds.
No, it's not.
The most demonic thing I've seen in these videos so far have been the ads. I just want to point that out. So,
Well, that adds up.
dadgummit, Trevor.
Wonder if Malak and Baal be on the list. Spelling don't do
Yeah, they're
well.
in there.
Yeah, I think we may have.
They're like one
No.
of the first ones.
Are they?
Ball? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Baal. Is it Baal or Baal?
It goes either way.
I call it ball because I think everything with a ball, like the globe and the basketball and football, they're all there as distractions. So it's like to keep your mind occupied or entrapped. So that's ball, the
Gotcha.
demon.
Gotcha.
Duke Zepar is the 16th
Red!
demon, typically depicted
have another
with
color!
red clothes and armor, like a soldier.
It's an alien.
He's famous for making men and women fall deeply in love with each other. As a
Okay, well now all the demons have the same job. It's like they just all make everybody burn with passion. Okay.
Yeah.
Duke, he can make women barren, and while he brings people together in love, he also stops families from growing. He commands 26 legions of inferior spirits, commanding 60 legions of demons. President Bodis is the 17th on the list. He's often described as a large viper, but he can also transform into a human with large teeth, 2 horns, and a bright, fiery sword in hand. With a title as Grand as President, he has the
That's a
ability
staff,
to
not a
offer
sword.
insights about past events, the happenings of the present, and even glimpses into the future. He can mend broken bonds, reconcile friendships, and even calm tensions between enemies. Duke
Tomatoes,
Bathan,
tomatoes.
the 18th demon of the underworld, is pictured as a powerful figure riding a pale
Let's see if
horse
I can
with a
find
snake-like tail. This tail shows he's both wise and can be dangerous. He has great knowledge about herbs and special stones, which is why many people seek his advice. He's known for his unique skill, the ability to move people wherever they want to go. Because of his knowledge and this special power, he's a highly respected demon. He
It's a
rules
dragon
30
horse.
legions of
Yeah, I
demons.
know, right?
Cool. I want a dragon horse.
Duke Salos,
Or
the
a regular
19th
dragon
demon,
would be cool.
rules 30 legions of demons. He is portrayed as a soldier
Dragon
riding
on a
a
horse.
crocodile and wearing a ducal crown. Salos specializes in love. He has a pacifist nature and causes men and women to love one another.
Mean guy.
King Person, the 20th demon, holds.
Do you think this guy who wrote this was suffering from some kind of acid trip? Or do you think like some
Well,
demon
like I
was like,
said-
"Oh yeah, we're gonna give you all the names of the demons." Sure. This guy's Salos. He's short. He does like, make live and fall in love and stuff. So I think a demon was screwing with this guy.
There's people today that, what are they called? People who cast out
Soothsayers?
demons. People who cast out
Exorcists?
demons.
Exorcists? Yeah, exorcists.
They talk about the names of demons all the time.
Dude, that freaking guy that we were watching, what's his name?
Amon?
Nanamon, the priest.
Yeah.
Oh, the priest. Which one?
Bob
Larson. Bob Larson, yeah.
Bro,
Bob
he
Larson.
called him out immediately. He just like recognized which demon it was
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
knows.
because he knows all this shit.
He probably has his own list of these demons, and he knows all of them by heart.
He saw right through that guy.
So you think
Yeah.
these are legitimate demon names then?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I am extremely skeptical about that. How would
Yeah.
how would you know? Like, how would you know that you're getting like demons are
Behavior
defined?
patterns.
Demons are defined by the fact that they lie. It's like their chief attribute. Satan's the father of lies. So how could you trust anything that these things tell you?
Well, I mean, watch the conversation between Bob Larson and the almond dude again. I mean, like he called him out on his name, and he was like, "Oh no, I made it up. It was my middle name, and somebody else told me to call myself that," and all this bullshit.
Well, I would argue that he's trying to play the academic in that realm a little bit. He's trying to act like the bigger man. And so if he sits there and says, I picked
He's
it.
lying.
I know, yeah, he's lying. If he sits there and says, I picked this because it's from the Amalekites or whatever, and I'm basically declaring that I'm on the side of the devil. If he says that in a conversation about like the origins of Scripture, he loses his validity. He's not going to be
Right.
he's not going to have any authority if he's clearly hostile to the Bible, but he's wanting to talk about the origins of the Bible. If he sits there and says, "Oh yeah, Christ had all these disciples that were underaged. By the way, my name is based off of a demon." Nobody's going to believe him. So in that conversation, he kind of had to play somewhat academic, which is why he bowed up. When, Bob Larson, knowing this demonology, knowing these terms, realized that he'd chosen that name because it was a demonic name. Does that make sense, or am I being confusing?
No, I don't understand your point.
I'm saying he didn't want to say that he chose the name Amen because of its demonic connotation, because he was trying to give validity to his claims about the Bible. And
Right,
Bob
but why
Larson
would he
called him
pick
out.
a demonic name?
Because his daddy didn't love him, in my opinion. But yeah, he's in league with Satan for whatever reason. That's why he chose the name.
I don't understand your argument.
I'm saying basically just because the guy's name is Amen doesn't mean that there's actually a demon named Amen. He probably chose that name because of its negative connotation, not because there's actually a demon that has the name Amen.
But why would he lie? You just answered that.
Was that a demon?
What you just did?
No,
Maybe?
there's like some sort of low growl. I was like,
Oh,
what-
that's my dog.
Okay, I was like, Amen's in the room with you, Cody. Get out.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's a demon's behavior to lie, and you can see the guy clearly lying. So
Oh yeah, he's definitely lying.
just saying.
We're in agreement on that. He's lying. I'm skeptical about there being this like. It's not
think it's
well.
all fake.
It's not so much that I'm skeptical about the idea of there being a hierarchy. I just don't know how you would know. Like, how could you find
Because
this
the
information
behavior
out?
patterns,
Well, this is going
like
a little.
you see it in reality.
The name
You,
is
you find the information. You say, oh, okay, this demon has these behavior patterns, and then you see other people that look like the actual fucking demon, and then they're like emulating that same set of behavior patterns, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, there's something here.
okay. So, like, what you're
literally
saying,
that simple.
like what you're saying is because Eamon Hillman looks suspiciously like that bird thing, there might be
Yeah.
something to this idea that this
Well,
is
not
like
just
a
because of
legitimate
that.
hierarchy.
Because he's defending his name, he's lying clearly. That's a demonic behavior pattern. I mean, yeah, it's a multitude of things.
I am just very skeptical that there would be a way to find that there is a specific demon called King Person that you could like actually
Sure.
know
Yeah.
that there's a demon that exists like that. Because
Until
where
you
would you
see
get
it
that
in somebody.
information? Like where
The
would
lesser
you?
keys of Solomon at this point. I don't know.
Well, I know the Lesser Kings. Yeah, where did the author of that book get this information?
I don't know.
That's my point. I'm like, demons are known for the fact that they lie. So how could you trust anything that a demon tells you about a demonic hierarchy? And why would the demon tell you that in the first place?
Who's the demon?
Well,
That's telling
I'm
you.
assuming that the guy who wrote this book
Is
like,
a demon?
No, got in contact with demons or something, or
Like Solomon?
Yeah, like Solomon or whoever, got into contact with a demon or something, and some demon told him this. If you are to believe the account, like if this is a true account at all, personally, I think the guy probably was on a shroom trip. But if it was true, or if these events actually happened, and somebody really did find something that told him about this demonic hierarchy, how could that person actually trust the information given to him, assuming he got it from a demon? Because I don't know where else you would get it. Like,
I mean, if you look into the lesser keys of Solomon, it explains that, because I mean, Solomon basically, his whole thing was he wanted control of the demons, so he would find out what they didn't like and what they wanted, and he would subvert them and like pry information out of them, and that's where all this supposedly came
yeah,
from.
but I'm skeptical about the idea of like subverting or bending a demon to your will to make it do what you want. Like,
I mean, that's what Screw Tape Letters is about, right?
Yeah.
well, the screw tape's the other way around. The demon's manipulating the person.
Yeah, but it gives you the power to do that back to the demon. That's the whole point.
No, I think that's part of the ruse. I think these demons act like they're under control until they actually end up controlling you. I think they act. It's the same reason that they pretend to be your grandma. They want to find a way to create a situation where you will let them in.
Yeah, but it's your job to know that, and so you impart the will of God within yourself, and that takes control of the demon.
But do you really think you can outwit an entity that's been alive for thousands and thousands of years?
Yeah,
Why? Why would you think that you could outwit a demon that's been alive way longer than you and seen every form of duplicity you could imagine?
because demons always go for they don't have any power unless you give it to them. It's all like it's consent, and you have to condone selfish behavior to give them power.
Well, it's not just consent. I mean, or direct consent, I should say. I mean, it's sin. It's giving in to, bad impulses and that kind of thing. But then again, the Bible tells us not to even talk to these things. And so if you're talking to them, you're sitting there, and that by itself could leave a door open.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I tell you to quit thinking all the time.
But that's how I know not to use a Ouija board.
By thinking about it?
Yes, by thinking through the idea. Okay, God doesn't want me talking to demons. Ouija boards are a way to talk to demons. Therefore, I shouldn't use a Ouija board to talk to demons. Right. I had to think to get there.
I would say that's more of an understanding, though.
Well, then what do you mean by think?
Entertaining selfish thoughts. Like, oh, if I do this, it'll do this to me, and like
how is that a selfish thought? That's just
because you're thinking about yourself.
A chain of reaction. Like that's just thinking about cause and consequence. That's not like when you say selfish. Like selfish is like doing something for yourself at the expense of somebody else. Well, God gave you a survival instinct. That's self-concern.
Well, that could be just the biggest trick the devil ever pulled, right?
No, because you're supposed to want to not die. That would be preferable to dying.
No, you're supposed to want to give your authority to God.
You do have to be alive to do that, though.
Yeah, I guess. But God keeps the birds alive. He'll keep you alive.
Yes, but not if you throw yourself off a cliff.
Wait, the only reason you would do that is because you're inside your own head thinking about jumping off a cliff.
Or you're like, well,
You're
I
like,
don't
"Oh,
want to
I'm
be
just-"
selfish, so I shouldn't live anymore.
Right, that's stupid.
Well, you shouldn't think about that, Cody. You should think
Stay
about
out
how
of-
stupid
right,
it is,
stop
because that's
thinking. You
selfish.
stay out of your head.
Or you're a mindless sheep and you're just like, I'm going to wander over here and eat this green grass by this mountain.
Yes, we could exist as sheep, mindless sheep, walking and wondering why the wolf is eating us. That's true too.
Because it's the will
Yeah.
of God.
The will of God.
So you shouldn't fight the wolf because it's the will of God?
He'll
Yeah.
leave the 99 to
You're
get the
just
one.
screwing with me right now, man.
Yeah, a little bit,
little
but not.
bit.
I mean, I'm still. I still agree with myself, I guess, which sounds retarded.
We need
Isn't
to
that
do
selfish? Don't you mean selfish?
I think
when
it
you
is.
agree
I
with
think it is.
yourself.
a video on the Codex Gigas.
Oh,
No, we're not doing that.
I don't know
Oh.
what the Codex Gigas is.
Well,
It's
Jen-
supposedly a book that this dude, he got caught in this like super bad prison and he was supposed to die the next day. And he's like made a deal with the guard. He's like, if I write the Bible in one night, will you let me out? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he wrote the Bible in one night. He had to impart the help of the devil. And it's like the biggest book in the whole world. Nobody can read it because it's written in gibberish.
Well, if that had happened, then he would have just been killed because he wrote gibberish instead of the Bible.
And thus the Church of Satan was born.
It's huge. It's like it's one of the most impressive manuscripts ever written.
Well, I mean, but if it doesn't say anything, if it
Is that right, Trevor? Does it not say anything?
I don't know.
Isn't it like in a different language, like a angelic language or some bullshit?
Jen brought it up, so I was like, oh, yeah.
I just don't know anything
Oh, okay.
about it. I'm just hearing all this stuff for the first time and reacting. So, anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting story, but
All right, let's look up one more of these goofballs and then call it a night, huh? I mean demons.
All right.
So, all right,
okay.
what's next after King Person? We'll do one more.
Wait, just go to the end to the last one.
The last one? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the last one? Seer?
No, the one right after that. That one.
yeah.
Okay. Dantalion.
The
Dantalion.
71st demon is Dantalion.
That's a Pokemon.
Powerful demon.
That's all right.
He appears as a man with several male and female faces. Dantalion holds a book in his right hand, symbolizing his link to knowledge. He bestows knowledge in all arts and sciences, reveals deep secrets, and can influence anyone's thoughts. He can also foster love, replicate anyone's appearance, and present visions of them, regardless of their location. He commands 36 legions of spirits.
Oh.
Dromalus?
Count Andromalius, the 72nd demon, is a powerful earl who's depicted as a man holding a big snake. He can retrieve stolen items,
That's me.
find the thief, reveal deceit or hidden wrongdoings,
You're a big snake?
and punish those
No,
who
I'm a man
commit
holding a
crime.
big snake.
He
Sorry.
can also locate
Oh.
hidden treasures. He leads 36 legions of spirits. And there you have it, every demon mentioned in the Ars Goetia. These 72 demons...
Well, if you're interested, the video is by the YouTube channel
Chamble.
Symbol Sage. And the video is Every Demon from the Ars Goetia. 72 demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon. So, all right.
All right.
Yep.
Do we have any final thoughts, gentlemen?
That was
Thoughts are evil.
finally thought of.
You're killing me, man.
That means we killed it tonight, didn't we?
We killed
I
it
think so.
tonight. There we go.
Killed it. I killed it. I
All
hope
right.
everybody had a good time.
All right, I think so. Jen, thank you so much for being in the chat.
Thanks, Jen.
Fulcrum,
Thanks, Jen.
I don't remember your number. Fulcrum47, thank you very much for being in the chat. Guys, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See
Have a
y'all.
good night.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Faith, Fiction, and Folklore. If you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Rumble. We can also be found on X, Instagram, and Facebook. And we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Thank you again very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.